Why? Hello there. Is that the intro I want to do the thing? Guys, what is going on? It is Maki here and welcome to today's video. Why you give me stress, man? I make the fucking video and you gotta make this fucking noise. You, I love you, but I equally hate you. Apologies for the fucking coffee machine. I did an intro earlier on today for this video, and the way that I've set up the ISO on the camera, basically the lighting, it's at the minimum so it can capture the natural lighting. The problem is when sun comes in, it destroys the actual quality of the video. I want to just mention that I'm currently filming on the Sony A6400 using the 35mm lens, prime lens by Sony, which is an f1.8 with OSS, optical steady shot or optical steady stabilization. So yeah, enjoy today's video. Hello, how are we doing today? I have been procrastinating heavily over the past couple of days with making a video. And the reason for it is, but first, coffee. Oh, fucking schmick. The reason why I have been procrastinating for the past couple of days is because my hair's a mess, my beard's a mess. The clothes that I wear the same shit all the time. And I kept playing this story in my mind. Oh man, how are you gonna make a video and not look presentable? How are you gonna make a video and not look your best? How are you gonna make a video and not illustrate your best form? And then I realized, do the thing and you will get the power. And that's what I'm doing today. And this was inspired by Ali Abdaal's most recent YouTube video. He interviewed a gentleman called Matthew Dix, who authored a new book. I haven't read the new book, but I've read his older book, which is called Storytelling. Phenomenal book. There was a section in this video. Actually, you know what? Run it now.
During World War I, there were men in trenches wearing gas masks, artillery exploding over their heads, and they were scribbling in little books, in journals, hoping that if they survived this battle and the many battles that were to come, someday they might publish something. So thank goodness that the writers of the 1910s did not require Starbucks smooth jazz and 2-hour quiet blocks of time for them to get their work done.
His point is that there's never going to be a perfect place or a perfect setting to get things done, especially when your life is chaotic, especially when you have kids. I don't have kids, but he does, and so he would know. And if you're always waiting for the right time or the right environment to be able to do a thing that propels your creative life forward, or to do a thing that you really want to do, you're going to be waiting for a very, very, very long time.
As you can see, there is no perfect time to do the thing. I walked away from that thinking to myself, hey, you know what? Instead of waiting until this weekend when I'm getting my hair cut to make a video, let me just fucking do it now. Let me just do it right now. If I do it now, it will give me power. It will give me an opportunity to learn something new in my editing. And that's probably what's important. That's what's important these days, is to give something a go in times when you feel like you're waiting for the perfect environment, perfect moment. It's never gonna happen. I'm literally living and illustrating this point as of right now. I don't wanna make this fucking video. I really don't. I don't feel 100%. I don't look 100%. There's fucking dishes still here, which I will get to, it's not a problem. We will get to the dishes. Actually, this is gonna be a short video, but it's gonna be enough for me to create something that will allow me to put in my repetitions with content creating, put in my repetitions through editing, and put in my repetitions of learning something new through filming, editing, and storytelling. I haven't been the best storyteller, but where I lack in storytelling, I make up for in tonalities. And that's something that I learned when I was in sales, call centers, debt collecting, selling fucking life insurance, collecting money owed to a top 4 bank. Tourism in Flight Centre, I used to sell a bunch of packages to people. And then there was this like whole scenario where I quit from there just because I was forced to inflate a price for a 70-year-old couple who was taking his wife for her last trip overseas because she was very ill and she was about to pass away. And at the time I was almost being forced to increase prices, literally manipulate the pricing to get a benefit for that store. It's safe to say that was my last shift and I quit there because I'm a man of fair exchange. What you give, you equally receive. Coffee, please. So where was I going with this? Storytelling. Yeah, what I lack in storytelling, I'll make up for it in tonalities. Tonalities is what sells. Tonalities is what conveys the message. It's not necessarily what you say, it's how you say it. And pausing in between each sentence can mean the difference of you just rushing and you being a shit communicator, or you're building suspense. You're taking time in the process. You are allowing to invite someone into this space so they can hear you. Very important to have in sales, in communication, in negotiations, in families, with your friends, with your clients, with your business partners, with your wife, with your husband, whoever. Something is better than nothing. Showing up. Listen to me. Camera, zoom in. Right now, you zoom in. Me in the future, editing this, who's about to fucking punch myself on the nuts for doing this, zoom in into my face right now. Okay, you listening? Look at me, 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 look at me. You're never going to have the best opportunity to do the thing that you want to do. The environment is not going to be primed for you. You're not going to have maybe even the right resources around you. But what you are going to have is you showing up to the thing you don't want to do. That right there, you're breaking through limitations. The more often you can do that, the more impactful and powerful you will become. We are operating at fucking 45%, 20%, 50%, 30%, whatever the fuck the number is. When we show up to the thing that we would like to do, but don't love to do because of the boundaries that we have set upon ourselves. Oh, take mine for instance, at the start of the video. My hair looks fucked. My beard looks fucked. Dishes aren't clean yet. List all the excuses in any scenario. When you show up, you break through limitations. You actually charge yourself up. By the end of the day, when you reflect, and you better be fucking reflecting, because if you're not, you're literally, I'm not even going to be talking about that. There will be a video in one of these corners about the power of reflection, or where I've spoken about the topic of reflection and how it boosts productivity. When you reflect and you note down, hey, I did something today that I would not normally do. I persevered. I broke through a boundary, a limitation. Your future self, when it sees that, is going to have evidence, beautiful evidence to suggest, hey, maybe I'm not a fucking waste man. Maybe I'm not a fucking idiot. Maybe I am not a lazy person. You're going to see that. You're going to appreciate the fuck out of it. And that's going to excite you for tomorrow. You're building a muscle memory within your brain. And the more you act on it, the more it will grow. I'll give you a better example. All right, how the fuck am I going to do this? All right, I'm going to illustrate something. And I'm trying to get the sink, the tap, to do one drop at a time. All right, in this cup, this is life. This is you. You do one good thing. You do one thing that pushes you beyond your potential, your boundaries. You break through. Are you going to see any change? No. Second drop in, day 2. Do you see any change? No. Day 3 and 4. First week, there is fuck all in the cup. But over the next couple of weeks, you're going to start to see something. You're going to see evidence. You're going to see change. And these little 1%ers over time will make a huge difference in how you operate in your day-to-day life. And you know what? In about 2 months, you have change. You have broken through. You have showed up every day and done something different to improve the quality of your life, your mental health, your physical health, your finances, your spirituality, your family, your job, your career, your business, whatever, honestly. The more you show up, the more you fill the cup. It takes a long time to fill the fucking cup, I will tell you that. But that's what will separate from you today and you yesterday. I don't know if that's gonna I don't know if I'm gonna include this analogy because I butchered the shit out of it. Hopefully that makes sense. Thank you for watching today's video. I actually feel really good knowing that I did show up and put in a little bit of a shift. This was supposed to be like a 2-minute video. I know for a fact it's more than 2 minutes. If you have stuck around and you did enjoy today's video, please consider liking, subscribing, and going down below in the comments and throwing dubs in the chat. Why? Because even on the days we don't want to show up, we do and we take the fucking dub. We got to take the dubs. Anyways, love, peace, and bless.